You've built a life that works, and you feel absent inside it. From the outside, nothing looks obviously wrong. You may be functioning, you may be responsible, you may even be doing well. But the life you're living no longer feels like it belongs to you. Hi, I'm Jessica. This video is about why that happens and how to start making sense of it. What this often feels like is hard to explain to other people because the problem is not dramatic enough to be obvious. You are showing up to your life. You are doing what needs to be done. You are handling your responsibilities. And at the same time, something in you has gone missing. You may feel numb in places that used to feel alive. You may feel irritated by things you chose on purpose. You may keep telling yourself you should be grateful because on paper, this life makes sense. But privately, there is a growing distance between the person living the life and the life being lived. Sometimes that shows up as exhaustion, sometimes as resentment, sometimes as restlessness, sometimes as the quiet thought, how did I get here? If that kind of misalignment feels familiar, where your life is functioning, but you don't fully feel present inside it, please take a second and tap the like button. It helps me know this is landing, and it helps other people who are asking similar questions find the video. Here is the simplest way to understand it. Integrity, the way I use the word here, does not just mean honesty. It means wholeness. It means that your inner life and your outer life belong to the same reality. When what you value, what you feel, what you know, and how you are actually living start pulling apart, it becomes an integrity problem. The integrity wheel is the framework I use to map that problem. It is not a personality test. It is not a fixed stage model. And it is not about age or the season of nature. It maps interior seasons, the repeating developmental cycles people move through across a lifetime. We can relate our personal seasons of life to the seasons of nature. Spring is the season of becoming, trying new things, and leaning into curiosity. Summer is the season of building, honing skill in a new role or task, and leaning into the fullness this season offers. Autumn is the season of reckoning, personal honesty, and the development of discernment. Winter is the season of emptying and finding ourselves with an abundance of space we may not have wanted and don't quite know what to do with. The important thing is this: these are not calendar seasons. A person can be in internal winter in the middle of July. A person can enter real spring at 63. The integrity wheel is tracking where you are inside your life, not what month it is, and not how old you are. And each season has a different developmental task. In spring, the question is, what is actually mine? In summer, the question is, what am I giving my life to? In autumn, the question is, what is true now and what needs to be released? In winter, the question is, what remains when what is false falls away? So, when your life stops feeling like yours, the answer is not automatically burnout or depression or needing to blow up your whole life. Sometimes the real issue is that you are asking the wrong thing of yourself. for the season of life you're actually in. What feels wrong may not mean your life is broken. It may mean you are no longer where you think you are. And if you are using the wrong map, even a functional life can start to feel deeply confusing. The integrity wheel gives you a way to locate that confusion. It helps you ask a better question than what is wrong with me. The better question is, what season am I actually in? And what is this season asking of me? If you want help understanding the seasons of life more clearly and what each season is asking of you, consider subscribing. New videos are published 2 to 3 times a week, and this channel has been built to help you locate yourself more honestly inside that process. So, where do you start? You start with honest self-location. You start by telling the truth about where you actually are instead of measuring yourself against an old version of your life, an imagined timeline, or someone else's expectations. That may mean admitting that what used to motivate you no longer does. It may mean recognizing that the life you built from obligation is now costing you too much. It may mean seeing that something is over, even if you have not released it yet. Or it may mean realizing you are empty, and the emptiness is not a flaw to solve as fast as possible. This framework is here to help you be more honest about where you are. Because once you can locate yourself honestly, you stop pathologizing what may actually be a real developmental season. And once you stop misreading the season, you can respond more honestly to what your life is actually asking of you. That is the shift. You are not starting with, how do I fix my whole life? You are starting with, where am I really? Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. What feels most out of alignment in your life right now? Your energy, your work, your relationships, or your sense of self? I read and interact with everyone. And in the next episode, I'm going to take you into spring, the season of becoming, and talk about what it looks like when you are trying to figure out what is actually yours instead of what was handed to you. That's the best place to go next, and it'll be on your screen. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next one.